bell so you can get the notifications. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Alexander here at Hurts MMA, and some of the guys here have been asking me about some of the combinations that I did in Muay Thai, some of my favorite combinations that I learned when I spent some time in Thailand, the minuscule amount of time I spent in Thailand. But I told them I'll put this video out, and so now I'm finally getting around to it. So today we're going to walk through 10 of my favorite combinations, and then we're going to discuss why I like these combinations and really what they're doing. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first combination I want to start off with is a double jab and then a low round kick. Nice and simple. Alright? Watch. Talk about what we're doing. Now, if you've watched this channel for any length of time, you know my favorite punch is the jab. So let's go ahead and lead off with that. So what I'm doing, okay, I'm entering with a jab, boom, and then I'm moving to my left, my opponent's right with another jab. What I want them to do is I want them to track off to their left. Like I'm moving in this direction to compel them into my kick. So double jab. They're stepping over here. I want to hit that leg. Boom. As they're putting weight on. So as they're defending the jab, they're stepping like this. I'm going to be kicking that leg. Now, I've got some options here. I can hit the leg, I can hit the body, and I can hit the head depending on what's open. But I'm probably not going to kick toward the head because I'm already punching high. If I'm punching high, they're defending high. If I throw something else high, they're already defending high. So I can double jab low, or double jab, body. Now if you see what my right hand is doing, coming across, what I'm doing is I'm blinding my opponent, posting on them just a bit, but I'm also sweeping their hands out of the way. I like to sweep their hands out of the way, so I'm drawing them into the kick. So give that a try. Also, variation on that. Right? I can vary my targets. I can jab high, jab low, kick high, boom. Or I can jab low, jab high, kick mid. Right? So it has my opponent guessing. Too high, kick low. High, low, high. Right? High, middle, low. That type of thing. Alright, my number 2 combination. And these first 2 combinations are ones that I've actually fought with, dog tired, I had nothing else, and this is all I could muster at the time. I've never been so tired in all my life, right? So I swear by these first 2 combinations, right? So I'm still leading off with a jab, right? I'm going to throw the good old 1-2, bop, bop, right? After that, I'm going to kick low. Bop, bop, boom, low. Bop, bop, boom, low. One more time, pop, boom, low. Also variations, right? Like jab to the body, punch to the head, then kick low. Jab to the head, punch to the body, then kick low. This one I'm always going to keep low because it's really close to my opponent, right? They're not backing away and I'm going to launch a heavy round kick. I'm right up on, pop, pop, right? I'm trying to go for the inside of that lead leg, right? So I want them doing this. I want them covering up and going just like that. So jab, right, enters, blinds them. 2, I'm actually generating some power. Maybe I'm punching through their guard if they're heavy, or if it lights them up, great. It lights them up. Now, there will be a switch kick later, right? But right now I don't want a switch kick. I'm leading in, boom, boom, and then I'm fading back, right? Planning on that counter coming. I'm fading back, and then I'm letting them take that with them, right? So they think just the 1-2 is coming. They, pair the 1, block the 2, and then they're going to open up with their right hand. So pop, pop, shoot. And at this point, I'm kicking this leg out from under, right? So a variation on that, still using that lead leg, bop, bop, fade back, Teep, push them away from you. And again, I'm still sweeping hands out of the way, pushing their guard into them. I'm very handsy, right? I'm not really fast, right? So I have to be really handsy and obstruct their arms when I'm in the pocket. Third combination. I already talked about it. This is the cousin or brother of the combination we just threw, right? So I'm going to go 1, 2, switch kick. 1, 2, switch kick. And that's that same combination, just with a little bit more steam and a bit of a stall in the middle, right? So that might be reading 1, 2, 3, right? That same kind of, or that tempo, right? Dot, 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 right? But on that third count, I'm switching, right? That's the third count, then 4, boom. And what I'm doing on that switch, after my 1, 2, you may not be able to see it from that angle, but when I make my switch, I'm taking my head offline, right? I'm taking that head offline, and loading this lead hip, and then just opening it up. Boom. So, you're seeing from the front, that second combination, I'm going 1, 2, fade back, kick. This one, I'm going 1, 2, switch head offline, kick. Variation on that one, right? Say my opponent isn't backing away, or they're not at this medium range, I go 1, 2, and they slip or come inside, right? And I make my switch, right? I'm going to collar tie and then knee. Boom. Boom. If they're close enough. Now I got good old Brewster style. What is that? Joe Louis, solid 1, 2, 3, right? But with a tie twist, right? So we're just going to add the kick at the end. Jab cross hook, heavy kick. Boom. Pick it up where we started. Leading with the jab. Boom. Following up with the 2. Boom. Now, add a circular attack. Coming around the outside. Bang with the hook. So, they're pairing the jab or blocking against the jab. Blocking the 2. That hole right here is where I'm hitting, trying to sink my jab, or trying to sink my hook. Boom. After I've driven their mind up, right high, trying to attack low or middle. Boom. Boom. Also, just like the first one, I'm trying to track to my left to get them to track to their left, right? So I'm moving in this direction to get them to move in that direction. I don't have to put a lot of steam on this hook. But once they start moving that direction, I'm going to step into it, boom, let them meet that kick. So I want them going, whoop, just like that. Also, variation, 2 high, boom, boom. Hook mid, boom. Step out, kick high. Boom. This next one, probably my absolute favorite Muay Thai combination. So now we're leading off with the kick. Now we're going to work with the teep, which is the jab of the foot. So here's my favorite kick, right? And I'm a karate guy, so front kicks all day long. So now I'm outside of punching range. This time I'm getting my opponent to come into me, right? So I'm waiting for them to advance. I'm going to teep. I'm going to stop their forward progression. Right hand, left hook, high kick, or round kick, excuse me. Now, I said, wait for their forward progression and stop them with this lead foot. It stops them from coming forward. It fixes them. Right, just like a jab, I'm measuring my distance. Now I'm going to take that real estate. Throwing a heavy right hand, body weight coming forward. Crank. Right? I'm lost in the chops. This left hip is loaded. Unwind. Bang. Hit him with the hook. This right hip is loaded. Boom. Make my round kick. Another way this technique, this combination can be used is various defenses, right? So my defense does not have to be a Teep. My defense, right? They're throwing a long round kick. I can check that. Boom. Step in. Right hand. Left hand. Right kick. I can switch kick to the inside. You can check that. Step down. Right hand. Left hand. Switch kick. Right? I can fade away from their jab, knock it away, kick that lead leg inside the thigh. Boom. Step in. Right hand. Left hand. Round kick. Right? So it's really versatile when it comes to defense. Alright, so now we're going to get foot heavy. I'm a big man, I got big legs, and I like to use them. Right? But it takes a lot of energy. So, I'm not waiting for my opponent to come into me. I'm going on the offensive. Right? So I'm going to glide and press with a push kick. Boom. Okay, now it's hard to do on a bag because the bag doesn't move. When you get a partner, push them. When they back up, take that real estate, put that foot down, round kick. Boom. Put that foot down, take that real estate. Catch and knee. Bang. So I'm going boom, boom, boom. 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 Time. Boom. Boom. Right? This is me trying to run my opponent down. Maybe I'm backing them into the ropes or against the wall or in a corner or something like that. I'm just trying to cover as much ground as possible. Boom, getting real long. Boom, getting real long. Now I've run out of room. Can't push them any further. They stop. Cool, just use a short break technique. Bang. I've already got this forward momentum going on. Ha! All right, another defensive maneuver. A little bit more of an aggressive defense. This, I'm keying off of their jab. So they make their jab, right? I'm going to slip. I'm going to throw my 6. Boom. I'm going to throw my 3. Boom. I'm going to throw my 2. Boom. Taking my head off line and switch. So, I'm slipping. I want that jab to be passing right over my left shoulder, next to my left ear. Trying to get up underneath that jab, between their guard. Boom! Hit him with the uppercut. Around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. With my hook, and straight up the middle. Close that hip. Bang! Bust it. Close that left hip. Switch. Taking my head off line. Making my round kick. Trying to cut them in half. And I'm always trying to sweep their hands out of the way. Now I want to take 2 of my favorite combinations and I want to chain them together. So we're going to use our jab cross, lead low kick. Okay? And we're going to chain that to Teep, cross, hook, round kick. Excuse me. There we go. So, coming in, I gotta give a little Teep, jab, make it interesting. Boom, and then I chain them together. Bop, 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 bop. Boom. Bop, 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 bop. Boom. One more. Pop, pop, bop, bop, bop. Boom. And it doesn't have to stop. I can just keep it going. So I can just continuously chain that one together. It's left, right, left, right, left, right. Left hand, right hand. Left foot, right hand. Left hand, right foot. Left hand, right hand. Left foot, right hand. Left hand, right foot. All day long. Just keep chaining it together. This next combination is, I'm moving the bag. This next combination, whereas before, on all the other combinations, I'm getting my weight to go from one side of my body to the other. So I have good weight transfer and power when I strike. Right? Left leg, right hand, left hand, right leg, left hand, right hand, left leg, right leg. Right? I'm taking my weight and I'm shifting it from side to side. This one is not doing that. This one is aiming for speed and not as much power. Okay? Still starting with the jab of the foot. Right? Boom. Closest target. Right? Or excuse me, closest weapon to the target. So I'm going to teep. Boom. As I'm coming down. Boom. That's next. That one sets up my two. Boom. That two sets up my round kick. Now they're not going to be as powerful, but I want them to come out quicker. Versus quicker. Just like that. So still, stopping their forward progression, right? Tying up their guard, right? Hitting, right? Still tying up their guard. Maybe it gets through, maybe it doesn't. Doesn't matter. Because I really want to land that right kick. Boom. When you're throwing your combinations, or when I'm throwing my combinations, I always assume that the first two techniques aren't going to hit. They're expecting something. So that first thing they key off of, they respond to, right? So if it's a jab, bam, they're going to block that jab, right? Or parry, or move, guard, what have you, right? Maybe the second one hits, but I'm planning on them. I have two hands, they have two hands, right? They put both their hands up, cancels both my hands. So I throw a third limb in there, bang. And all depending on how I play the chess game, depending on where their weight is, determines whether or not they'll eat that round kick. Their weight's off the leg, they can pick it up and check it. But if they force their weight onto the leg and they're seated, they're rooted right there, then I can chop into it. There's not much they can do about it. God forbid they decide to like throw an arm down to try and block. That's a no-no. And lastly, final combination, just for fun. I don't expect it to go off, actually, but we'll still work it because it's good exercise. Right? We're just going to start putting things together, right? Another chain, if you will. So I got my 1, 2, 3. Right? Starting with my jab. After that, I'm going to add my 6, 3, 2. Only my 2, I'm not going to throw a 2. Right? My 2, I'm going to shorten to an elbow. Boom. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 6, 3 elbow. After that, I'm going to post, right? And I'm going to round kick because I still have a hold of their guard. I'm going to round kick, boom, put my foot down, right? And then, foot goes back, right? Make some space. I'm going to switch and knee. Boom. Get that momentum. Right? 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, elbow, post, kick back, switch, knee. So, those are my 10 favorite combinations that I learned in Thailand from studying Muay Thai. And Wedge Pino Muay Thai on Koh Samui, right? Look it up on YouTube. Wedge is an awesome, awesome instructor, awesome crew. There's 10 combinations Some of them have a few variations, and the sky's the limit. You can add or subtract techniques as you see fit, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. So, if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and share this video with all your friends, and try these combinations. Get your buddies together, lace up the gloves, and work some drills. Go learn, go train. So I will see you next time, and thanks for watching.